Hi, today I'm a bit late. I started the day, decided and I wanted to work on a task for 1 hour and then focus on other things. And then, like 6 hours later, I'm done with the task. So, um, just some evidence of how good the software developers are at estimating. But today I would like to share an update about something that I've been working on and that has to do with LionWeb. Now, I've bothered about you about LionWeb for a while, but basically, LionWeb is a set of specification supported by library implemented in different languages that permits the creation of advanced language engineering solutions for different goals, from creating projectional editor for domain-specific languages with real-time collaboration to, as it's the case of Strumenta, using these to creating transformation pipelines. And, we have been working on this, by we, I mean all the contributors to LionWeb, so contributors from different companies, different countries, people that, been in the field for quite a few decades and have strong opinions. So this leads to very long discussions. And, after a few years, we have solution that we and our partners are starting to use in project. Well, I've been using in production projects for quite a while, and everything is open source. And now that we are at this stage, we're focusing on refining, improving, and in particular, one topic that I'm interested into is the scalability of these solutions, because we use it to process large code bases, and roughly, depending on the language, I will say that for each lines of code, we get 5 AST nodes. So when we process a code base of 5 million lines of code, we can estimate to have 25 million AST nodes. And we may have to deal with code bases a bit larger than that. So let's say that our target is to maybe being able to work decently with systems that can have maybe 150, 200 million nodes as a limit. And while scalability is important when processing code bases, we think it's also important for some other use cases. For example, we are proposing the adoption of LionWeb in aerospace projects where there are very large models, and their scalability could also matter. The base protocol used for LionWeb, the base serialization format is JSON, which is very nice, not very scalable. Honestly, it works decently well for systems of a certain size, but now we have been sort of hitting some limits, and so we have been working on supporting alternative serialization format. Like recently, I've been working with protobuffer. And let's see if I can manage to do this. Of course, I'm selecting the wrong thing, but yeah, let's see. These are 2806 partitions. You can imagine we are loading just in the browser a dump containing DST of over 2,500 files. Then there are also a bit supporting metadata files, let's say. Not going to open the content because it contains a project, so not want to share this. But I think it's interesting that we can now process 2086 partitions, which contains millions of nodes. We are in the ballpark of 10 millions of nodes. We can load them in the browser, and I could inspect it if it wasn't confidential. And we can load it in under 6 seconds. So, it took some effort to get to this point, but I wanted to share this because I think this is an example or an hint that LionWeb is way past the experimental phase. We are in the phase in which we are refining, improving things, optimizing things, and making things more solid. And I'm pretty happy with the performance of this. So I will stay happy for a few days, then I will try to squeeze some more performance. But this is useful because, for example, performance are very important when processing these code bases. In this case, we are using the browser to inspect snapshots taken at different stages in the pipeline. And the fact that when I have a problem, I can take one snapshot, load it in a browser in a few seconds, I can look at maybe the point that is problematic, really help speeding up things. And, it took many years to create first of all, the mental framework to create this new approach, and then improve the founding libraries, and then creating the supporting tools. But now we are at the point where we are seeing results after putting years of effort into this. And that 5.9 took a few years, but pretty happy that that is the number I see in front of me today. So that's it for today. Oh, and on Friday we are also hosting the LionWeb office hours. So we are hosting them once per month. So if you're interested, if you want to know about LionWeb, come. Doesn't cost anything. You can ask questions. There will be many contributors present, happy to answer your question whenever you want to use LionWeb from Java, TypeScript, Python, C#, whatever. So I hope to see you there. If you're interested, just comment here, ping me, write me on LinkedIn, by email, whatever. So thank you, and now back to work. Bye.